All right. So I'm joined with my good friend Dom Kirby to talk about really quickly kind of um, the Twitch breach, but most importantly, really to talk about how it affects and as a good tool for me to show the permanence of the internet, right? In the sense that if you have an extortion type attack with ransomware and the threat actors put the data out, that data is going to be there. It will be retrievable. And so Dom sent me a message last night. I thought it was hilarious and decided we should use it as a teaching moment. So Dom, what were you showing me yesterday?
Yeah, well, I think if you look at the scale of the Twitch incident, it's pretty massive. You could go download all of Twitch's Git repos, complete with commits from like back when they were writing Twitch. It's pretty interesting. But one of the interesting data points that came out here was hopefully, thankfully, not credit card numbers. That's what Twitch and Amazon are claiming right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that stands true. But one interesting thing that came out was payout data rather on popular Twitch streamers. I believe it's the top 1,000 or so Twitch
Yeah.
streamers.
Yeah.
And someone was nice enough to just pull this data and stick it in Pastebin for us, right? Well, Pastebin has come a long way as far as like hosting malware. I think they've realized they can't let that fly, and I think they've applied that here to breached data,
Yeah.
right? Compromised data. So this is
So
the Pastebin, right?
yeah, this is the pastebin. It's Lijmanam that was pasted. It's just some random strings probably, and it was the list of all of the top paid Twitch streamers, like how much money they
Right.
made. Period. Right. And so we'll go now though, and what I want to tell you is, okay, they've taken it down. Pastebin responded, right, Dom? Like that's what this appears to
Right.
be, is they've deleted it.
Right.
So that said, it's very easy for us to just simply go to archive.org, and there's tons of these. This is the most prevalent one that I use on a day-to-day basis. And this is the link Dom sent me last night because they'd already taken the page down, right? But what he was trying to illustrate is apparently Critical Role made $9.62 million. So I've learned two things today. Number one is archive.org keeps stuff forever. Number two is I totally need to start Twitch streaming. I don't know what he's doing, but
Right.
I'll figure it out. Like there's money in it, apparently. But it
Yeah,
shows their user
9.6 million is
ID.
a lot.
Oh, God. And it shows their username, their user ID that's in the GUID for the system in their database, quite likely. And then the amount of money that was the gross earning, right? I don't know
Right.
what this period of time is. I would assume it is per annum at this point in time for 2021, but it could be legacy data for a previous year. But
It's kind of
man,
mixed. So there's four of the streamers on this list sort of just did the smart thing and owned it, and we're like, "Yep, that's how much I've made."
were they
Um,
popping collars at least when they did it? Like I would have to imagine there'd be some collar popping that would be
the
occurring
GIF
during that.
game was weak on the tweets, but
Oh, sad
um,
clown.
it was very interesting. Some of them said it was this is the total they made since they've been on Twitch, right?
Ah,
So
okay.
over a couple of years. Now we're still talking about millions a year, but
Sure.
um, it's been interesting. Some of them didn't really want to reveal the timeline
Yeah.
or the period of time. But yeah, there's no delete button on the internet, and even if there is, it doesn't really work, right? So
Yeah.
it's
This is
this is a good lesson.
and this is a thinly veiled kind of security daily bite to say have layers of defense, have data loss prevention capabilities, have inspection layers that are outside, right? And really just
Yeah.
focus on the sensitive data and the security. There's no reason this should have wound up on Pastebin. And I think that this is just an advocation to understand once it's out, it's out. And the extortion side of things with ransomware makes this even more interesting. That's not how this data was obtained, but similar processes for most small businesses listening. So thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you, Dom, for
Thanks.
joining me. Thank
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.